Kwa serious. Dayo Adwanyoba, Nenyo Ajukwa Boy, back again at your screen. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a channel where we talk about all things African cultures, parenting, and kawaida hood affairs. Guys, let's just take a moment and appreciate the lighting in this. My God, the natural, by the way. Yeah, you can see
natural.
Our faces.
Come on, see too.
Hey, anywho, today I'm here with my friend. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Pepela. Okay, most people know me as that, but that is actually our family name.
She's Pepe.
Yes.
Her name is Pepe, a very unique name. So we're here. She's a parent, as I am a parent, and we're here to discuss parenting and just being a parent at a very young age and some of the challenges, some of the good things about being a parent. So Pepe, how has parenting been?
Well, first of all, this is not something that I had planned, of course. Sometimes I think things just happen.
Yeah.
Mistakes happen. I'm not saying that my child is a mistake, but yes, this is not something that I had planned about. But so far, I think with being a parent, you're learning every day. Like it's not something,
right?
Yes, you will learn that today I have, this child has these feelings. Today you learn that, even children have their own feelings. So parenthood, I would say, is just something, a learning process. You can't, you don't like judge other parents for how they are parenting their child, and you're like,
Ata
hajui kulea, but maybe that works for them.
Yeah.
So I feel like kulea ni kitu tu, you learn on the job. It is a job
along the way, and it's a full-time job actually.
Yeah.
So Pepe, if you don't mind, please tell us, at what age did you get pregnant, and how did you feel about it, getting pregnant at that particular time? Because as you have told us, you were not ready for it.
Yeah.
I told my people on my previous video that you can be ready to become a parent, but you can never be ready for parenting. Like unaweza jipanga useme nataka kupata mtoto sahi. Lakini parenting, you can never be ready. So tell us, at what age did you get pregnant? And also, how did you feel when you found out, okay, now I'm pregnant? How did you feel? Please tell us.
Well, I got pregnant at 22, going 23.
Yes.
So when if you have parents like mine, I'm not
like the ones I have too. But
it is not bad. I feel like it is the disappointment.
Yeah.
Because for one, I was in college back then, and then my parents were like, they had this thing, like they just knew I was the kind of person that will finish school, get a job. Like they had so much, like even when I got pregnant, my dad was like, I am disappointed because I had so much planned for you. And now you're pregnant, so we have to put this on hold.
Aside, yeah.
Ukae kwanza, ule mtoto. I was shocked when I got pregnant. I was shocked. First of all, I was not like, it's not like I didn't know I might get pregnant, because of course
every action has a consequence.
This is not something I had planned, and I was shocked. Like I will say I got depressed for a minute.
Okay, let me ask you, why shocked? Because number one, because you were not planning for it, or because you were in a situationship, or you were not in a serious. Let's begin with this question. Were you in a serious relationship with the person you got a baby with?
It was my first relationship.
Okay.
Like, it was my first serious
relationship. Something a bit serious.
Yeah, something that I had just gotten into. Something I wanted to work back then. And then, but sometimes hapo in between, I think you realize that this is really not what I want.
Yeah.
Actually, before I realized I was pregnant, I had like tuko tumeachana. So
getting back sex.
So I was just like tumeachana, and then I am ready to move on and be this different person, because I realized we were not compatible back then.
Yeah.
And then nikikaa hivi 2 months down the line, and I'm like,
what's up?
How is it? And then I didn't have signs like sikuwa itapika, sikuwa inakuwa na anything. And then I had a friend, some friend alikuwa hapo chini, like she was like a big sister to me. She was like, you know what, enda tu pale nje, nunua those kits for 50 shillings, buy 2 of them.
Wait, I have a question before we go on. So it was after 2 months, and so you realized, so that means that you have an irregular monthly.
Yes.
So for you it was hard for
it
you
was
to know
okay,
you were
like
pregnant.
plus like I knew, because sometimes I would like go for 28 days, 32 days, sometimes 21. So I just knew just playing a joke on me.
And then boom, parent
nothing. And then just like nimekaa 2 months zimepita, then this guy is like, you know what,
just check,
be sure about it. Tukue tu sure, hata tukienda huko nje, we'll know that we were doing this. And then I found out I was pregnant. I was so shocked, like my hands were just shaking. The first thing yenye ilikuja kwa akili yangu, hata haikukuwa like how am I going to raise this child. I was like, how are my parents going to react?
So in fact, so your first reaction was, am I going to tell the baby daddy or my parents? Your first thing was, my parents. How watu. And Pepe, for me also, when I found out I was expectant, honestly, as we said, guys, not that our parents are bad, but you can have strict parents, and also you're the hope of the family, let's say something of the sort, and according to your character, they do not expect you to get pregnant at that particular point. Kuna watu aki ni marui, such that if you get pregnant,
like, we knew.
For our case, it was not that way. So when you were first shocked about your parents, when you were shocked, shocked about your pregnancy, and you felt like, oh, my parents, sorry guys, did it ever occur to you, acha tu nitoe ball, because where my parents, they are fire, ni moto sana?
No. For one, it's actually because of them.
Okay.
Like my mom was a staunch Christian.
Yes.
Like kutoa mimba would have broken her times 5 than ningeza huyo mtoto. So, and also like from the stories I had, I'm naive, I'm just this is something new, right? I'm not one of those when you unaambiwa toa mimba, nimetoa hata 6 na niko hapa. I'm not judging people who
but
I'm not judging. If you feel like it is something you can do, do it, as long as you're getting it in the right place. Parenthood is not something that
it's not easy, by the way,
but for me,
yes,
like I felt like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that at that particular time, because for one, I had been advised against abortion. I had had so many bad stories about abortions. So for one thing, I was like, first of all, I don't want to disappoint my parents after I have already disappointed them. Second, I do not want to die in the process of aborting this child. So nikakaa.
Just before we go on, Pepe, and that's why we have said we are not judging the people who decide, because at this era, I believe that being a parent is by choice, not by chance. And if you decide to go down that road, please ensure it is very, very safe for you to do it. Okay? Just that for me, I am not for it. Sorry. Anywho, go on.
Yes. So I didn't think about it. Like abortion was not an option at all. Okay. So nikakaa tu nayo.
So who did you tell first? Now you have realized, okay, I'm pregnant and I know my parents kutawaka moto. So who did you tell first? Is it your parents or the baby's father? Because you have told us that at this particular point you guys were not in good terms. So who did you tell first, and why did you tell that whoever you told first?
Okay, the very, very first person, of course, who knew was the friend.
Mfanye test.
And then I told another friend of mine, just like, by the way, unajua niko na ball. And then
I also did the same thing. If you're watching this, you know.
By the way unajua niko na ball and he was like can't be serious. I'm like niko serious na huyu mtoto by the way tunalea like ni wa jamii
all of us
so
we're in this together.
So I told, of course I never told my parents I was pregnant by the way.
Yeah.
So I told my baby daddy, of course. And for some reason he was so excited.
Overly excited ama ile yenye ulikuwa unaona maybe he's excited because you're going to stick around in his life?
I feel like the excitement was because he thought the pregnancy would tie me down.
Okay. To him now.
Yes.
Okay.
Because like later on and then he wanted like us to do this, but then I had already made up my mind. I did not want this particular person at that time. Like it wasn't working.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't force things.
Exactly. And remember guys, my previous video about parenting, I said you can become a single parent for very many different reasons, and one of them that I said was out of choice. In this case, I feel like Pepe's was out of choice, because if you feel a relationship is not working for you, please do not stick there because of the child. Mtoto atagrow aende mbaki wewe and that toxic person. Then what are you going to do? Please love yourself before you love. Like hata kama unapenda mtoto wako, please love yourself and care for yourself, because you need to be mentally okay for you to be there for your child. Okay, now Pepe, umeambia baby daddy wako, hey, niko na ball and he's very excited, and you know that me, I'm not going back with this guy.
Yeah.
So what was your plan? Ama how did it go after that?
So well, back then I was actually still living with my parents, my dad to be specific. So I just like I hadn't figured out my life. You know, I'm just a student in college, I'm stupid. Alafu, like, you know me, I wasn't even raised in Nairobi. At TCV.
Hata mimi nimekuja in Nairobi. I think that's why tulijipata tu. Yani ile yenye
and the person that raised me was so strict, and thank you to her. I am
who you are because of
she was so strict, like hadi nilikuwa najiuliza sasa like
huyu mtu.
So mi nilijinyamazia tu, nikajavia, you know what, you people, you just decide whatever comes, it will come, I don't know. So after nimejua sasa nilikuwa na mimba, that is when now the signs started coming. Pika, like I was so sick. Then my dad did not tell me, like
he realized that you're pregnant, but he never told you.
Yeah.
Men, honestly, let me tell you, personally, I was not raised by my dad. I don't know him. No disrespect to him, but uliamua utalea au wenye utalea. Endelea kualea, achana na maisha yangu. Sawa? I'm talking to you. Wewe, najua unaona hii video. Anywho, now let me talk about the father figures that I have in my life, my uncles. You guys, my uncle also knew before anyone else knew, and he never asked me, and he never told anyone. He told me this later, like after ishajulikana, but then he's like, I knew when you were early. Why don't you guys ask? Is it that, why? Tell us down below hapo kwa comments. Kwa nini
tuambieni, kwa nini huwa hamsemi? Because my dad knew, but he never said anything to me. So I don't know what if he felt like it would be an embarrassment for both of us to talk about it. So
okay, let's begin before we go on. How is the relationship between you and your dad? Is it a relationship where you can talk about such things?
No.
Okay.
No, it is just the African dads. Baba yangu hata ukimwambia I love you dad atakwambia ndo ulale.
But he still loves him.
But deep down he knows this is my child.
Yes.
I love them, but I'm not going to say it.
I would say it back. I provide for them. It shows I love them.
Yeah, so my dad called my mom.
Yeah.
And akamwambia, huyu msichana
kuna vile
ako na mimba. Like she's pregnant. As much as she hasn't said it, she's pregnant. Kwa sababu amekuwa akikuwa mgonjwa, ukimuuliza ni nini mbaya hasemi,
amenyamaza tu.
So my mom calls me and she's like, are you pregnant? And I was like, nani amekuambia? It was like, niambie.
Oh, so wait, so haukukana. Wait, this is Hey,
sikukana because
actually tuende pole nice story. Because for me, I will share my stories someday. Mine is so hilarious. So Pepe, seriously, somebody calls you and they ask you, are you expectant? And instead of saying no or
It
yes,
is my
you say,
mom.
nani amekwambia? Hey, be my mom. No.
And then also,
Mom, I told you, you asked me, have I ever slept with a man? Nikakuuliza, kama bro, as in, kwa kitanda moja unamaanisha nini? We, hizi vitu no.
my mom asked me, and I just knew the fact that unaniuliza, probably someone might have told you.
Yeah.
So, and I hadn't even told my sisters. Sikuwahi waambia, like sikuwahi waambia anything. I was just there. So my mom calls me and she's like, are you pregnant? Nikamwambia after nimemuuliza ndani alikwambia, kaniuliza tena, are you pregnant?
Double checking.
Akaniambia, the first thing aliniuliza, na baba yake,
which is pretty important, by the way.
Yes, akaniuliza na baba yake. Nikamwambia, we are working something out. So
was it true that you were working something out? Okay.
No,
you were doing it on you for your defense.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just told her we are working something out.
Okay.
Akaniambia, the thing that aliniambia, my mom said, I am disappointed in you. As much as a child is a blessing, we were not expecting this from you.
Yeah.
But huyu mtoto ako na amekuja, and we cannot do anything about it at this particular point.
Let's move forward now.
So from now kuendelea, let's mujue chenye mtafanya. So I think in her mind she knew that, because back then she knew I had a boyfriend.
Okay. So you're so open with your parents until
not like that. Like she just knew. Because for at kuna time nilitorokanga kwetu, baba yangu tulikuwa tumekosana, nikatoroka.
Don't do that, guys, by the way. It's not safe.
It is not safe, especially right now venye watu wanauana and you don't know the person that you're running away to stay with. Huyu mtu anaweza kufanyia anything, and it would be anyone's fault, by the way. It will be your fault. So me, back then, I ran away. Because I my dad, not even something important by the, I don't know. So I just ran away. I ran away, and then nikaenda tu nikakaa na huyo kijana who used to stay. That was now my baby daddy.
Yeah.
So I stayed with him for, I think in the process, that is when I got pregnant.
Okay.
So I had like sikukuwa tumeongelelea, like I had a boyfriend, but alikuwa na shuku because kuna siku he called me and I was like, you know what, say hi to my mom. So akamsalimia. So my mom just knew there is someone.
Yeah.
Kuna mtu
somewhere.
So
okay, now umeambia mama yako, me and the baby daddy, we are handling things. So your mama may calm down. Now let's come to baby daddy ako excited. So what did he do? Ni sawa uko excited that I am pregnant. What did he do?
Well, for one, Ali, like at that particular time alianza kupanga, like mzazi, you're coming this, I think alikuwa pia ameona
so it's like he was ready for marriage or something.
He was no, I don't think that guy was never ready for anything. No, like he's a nice guy, but I'm not saying like as a person by hiyo wakati he wasn't ready. Hakuwa amefika hapo. So akaanza tu kupanga venye sijui tutalea mtoi, sijui nini. And then after some time he just changed.
At this time when he's changing, how far are you in your pregnancy?
4-5, because I think I started hata kwanza by then nilikuwa tu in a shock. Nilikuwa like sikukuwa najielewa. Like I think nilianza kuenda clinic when I was around 4-5 months. So like nikimcall ninamwambia the first person that went to take me for clinic was my friend Mbogo. Imagine even everyone thinks that Mbogo is my baby daddy, and he is not. I love you, Mbogo. I know.
Thank you very much, for the guys that support women out there who are expected,
and imagine he's just my friend. Like he took me the very first time alinipeleka nikaanza my first clinic and then I think pia tu alikuanga tu ananihurumia like enyewe mazee do you know this guy?
I think alikuwa shaka udem
who is not even my boyfriend. I think he had a girlfriend back then. Angeamka asubuhi aende sokoni anilete watermelon because that is the only thing I could eat. Anilete watermelon nikule. Jioni ninamwambia nimechoka, ninataka mtu wa kuniongelesha. Atatoka kwake saa 6 ya usiku akuja.
Okay, let's just pause right there. You know, I also had such a friend in my life and I appreciate him a lot. Bob, what? Thank you so much, Bob. And I pray that you will be the best father. Now, watoto wako wasiwahi lack anything. Amen. Now, I have a question for you idiotic men out there who have decided to be sperm donors. It's okay. Kama unataka kukuwa sperm donors, uende ulipo kuwa sperm donor. Do you actually know that people are making a living out of being a sperm donor? Do you just want to be a free sperm donor? Anyway, I have a question. How do you feel inside you when someone else is taking care of your child and you're alive? You're not dead. Okay? And you're saying, Kwanza, hey, people, let me tell you, this is something I hate. I get pregnant and then you tell me, si ungekuwa careful. Kwa mimi na wewe hata wewe ungekuwa careful.
Tunafaa kuchukua hii responsibility sisi wawili.
Tuache ujinga. Anyway, so Pepe now amekuwa serious then amepotea.
Yeah, in the middle of somewhere he became different. I think after the first time nilimpigia nikamwambia I'm starting my clinics and of course we need money for that.
Yes.
So I was not entirely namtegemea because I knew for one he didn't have a stable job.
Yeah.
As much as he came from, somewhere, he didn't have a stable job. So I could understand class clinic wasn't that expensive.
But Pepe, I have a question. Before we go on about paying, we are going to talk this in part 2. We are going to have a part 2 with Pepe where we're going to discuss some of these things that she's saying here, and I'm getting very irritated by the way what we're going to discuss. For now, let's finish her journey, alright? So Pepe, now this guy, he's not stable na haizi kukusaidia. So let's fast forward to mtoi amekam. Mtoi akikam, was the dad there?
No. No, but he called. He called when I was going to labor, I could have told him. So nilimpigia nikamwambia by the ninazaa on this particular like nini yangu hiyo inaitwaje, my due date.
Yeah, your due date
was on 26th 27th.
Yeah.
26th. But nilienda hosi hiyo siku and then siku kwa like my dad just told me Ebu go to the hospital and check kama ni due date yako and you don't feel anything, you just go and check. If everything is okay, watakuambia. See, because we usually have those 2 weeks and 2 weeks
before and after. So at this particular point, your parents, specifically your dad, because you're the one you are living with him, right? So Asha accept like, okay, mtu amekuja, as far as I am disappointed in this girl, I'm going to support her.
Yeah.
So was he providing for you? Had you had a discussion with him where he sat down and told you, I'm going to help you raise this child?
No. No, it is just by there, we just dump these children to them. Chukua, ni wangu na wewe ni baba yangu.
Si tusaidiane kwa hii dunia.
So I didn't okay, like for the clinics nilikuwa najilipia because I had my cousin employed me.
Okay.
Like nilikuwa namfanyia hiyo, alikuwa anafanya ni transcription and nini, so I used to like help.
Okay.
I do data entry nini. So ananilipa every job done alikuwa ananilipa 2k. Now,
so at least
I'm
you
just
are getting
sitting
something.
and then I'm getting 2k and I was living with her.
So at this particular point you don't have bills that you're paying?
I'm not paying any bills because staying at my dad's became sort of depressing for me because first of all the embarrassment and then sometimes you feel like and also pia my sisters like, I'm not saying that they were judgy, but I feel like walikuwa wanaangalia na evil eye.
And of course, also for you,
and
it could be they were not, but
they
the
were
fact-
not.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it is
because you
something I
knew you
felt.
were not ready for this and it just came, you feel it inside you, and it's very okay to feel it. And please don't get depressed about it. You need to accept, like, okay, na feel heavy, and try to work towards undoing it, right?
Yeah.
Because ikianza kukupea pressure, kutenda mbaya. And it's not very good, okay?
Yeah.
So Pepe, mtoi amekuja, umedeliver. So was the baby daddy providing?
Providing where
Did he ever come to see the child at all?
well, after I had given birth,
Mm-hmm.
sikunakwanga na ile like 6 weeks you go back
Yeah, for checkup.
And like you wewe kama mzazi
Yeah.
wakuone kama una. So after I had gone for checkup, nikirudi, he called and said that he wanted to see the child. So mi nikajiambia, what is the point? First of all, ever since I got pregnant hadi nimezaa,
You were never there.
you haven't been there. At some point he started spreading rumors that the reason why we broke up it's because I was pregnant and then I aborted the child, stories like that.
Well, I hope unajiheshimu mahali uko.
I hope unajiheshimu, by the way. So like hakuwahi kuwa hapo. The only time he could call ni kunipigia kunitusi. So I just decided, you know what,
hey
tulikuwa we were in a very toxic relationship, which I think we have very much grown from that now.
Guys,
We never had a normal conversation.
For the women out there who have been pregnant, ama the men out there who have had their women pregnant, do you think it's easy having a human being inside you? Huh? Alafu unanitusi.
And the mood swings zenye niko nazo juu ya kubeba mtoto wako.
At this particular point, I have no comments.
Yeah.
So, okay, amekwambia anataka kuja kuona mtoto na wewe kwa kichwa yako umepiga hesabu umeona, this guy was never there, so why does he want to have a child, to see my child? And also, let me ask, actually, because this is something that was also for me. Now, he wants to see the child, but your parents, did you tell your parents that baba huyu mtoto anataka kuja kuona mtoto? Because at this particular point, I'm assuming your dad is the one providing for the child. Jue hauna job, baba ya mtoi hako, si ndio? Kwa hivyo, of course, babako ndio ana provide here there, si ndio?
Yeah.
Uliwahi mwambia that baba ya mtoto anataka kuja kuona mtoto?
Sikuwa hata I think at some point my dad asked me where my baby daddy was and I told him I don't know.
Which was true, ama you lied?
Of course I know where he lives. But I just said I don't know.
Ulicheswa. Ulicheswa Papa Pepela.
Because
Ulicheswa, but we are here now.
Because I don't know, I felt like as much as nitakwambia penye huyu mtu ako, it won't make any difference. But then kuna time hadi babangu alikasirika kanini. Utaenda huko kwa huyo kijana, utaenda kama mtakula mawe, mtakula na yeye. But then
how did that make you feel actually?
At that particular time, I don't think I understood. I just thought my dad was just being difficult.
Yeah.
But then with the time you realize that hakukuwa naisema kwa ubaya. Like I think he just knew if you decide to do this, you have decided to do this, you need to take responsibility for it.
Yes.
And then but imagine nilizaa mtoto, yeye ndio alinilipia inaitwaje?
Hospital bill and everything.
Alilipa hospital bill. My dad took care of my baby's clinics hadi venye alifika, I think around 6 months.
Wait, and did you give birth normally ama by CS?
Normal.
Push. Just a minute. Guys, we're going to pause right there, but we're coming back with a part 2 of Pepela's story. Stay tuned.